Welcome to the channel. This is the Apex Season 14 guide that's going to help you to get better at the game. It's going to make your aim better. It's going to make your movement better. So you guys came to the right place to get better at the game. So if you want to improve at Apex Legends, that's what my channel is all about. So make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for all this future Season 14 content. Now let's get into these settings. Now we will start with the controller tab because I know that's a lot of what people are going to ask about. What are the settings that you play on? What do you use for your aim? So button layout is a very important thing when you're using a controller. Now, if you do not utilize paddles, I highly recommend utilizing something that's going to allow you to jump and crouch while keeping your right thumb on the right thumbstick, so you can aim and jump, and you can aim and you can crouch spam. I highly recommend Ninja. It's a very good controller preset. LB is going to be your jump, RB is going to be your crouch. So this is a very good controller preset if you do not use paddles. Now myself, I use 4 different paddles. I have paddles on the back that are mapped to various different things to help me personally. So I have a paddle on the back of my controller that allows me to crouch, allows me to jump, and then I can loot, and then I can continue to like look while I'm looting, so that can help in like different scenarios that I can pick up items while still kind of looking around the the battlefield. And then I have a paddle on the back that's for movement. That's kind of PC specific. If you guys want an in-depth tutorial on how to tap strafe on controller on PC, I can get more into that on a different video, but we'll continue on with these controller settings. So me personally, I have the stick layout on default. Tap and use to reload and interact. I have my crouch button on hold, which I highly recommend. You're going to lose time if you have it on toggle. You're going to have to hit an extra button to crouch spam while you're trying to shoot at a target. Aim obviously on hold. Survival slot is off so that I can spin the heirloom with my left D-pad while I'm running. I can turn the survival slot button off and it'll allow me to spin the heirloom. That means that when you do have a survival slot item like a heat shield or mobile res, you're going to have to just go into your inventory and click it down here in this bottom right corner. Now moving on, we are going into our cursor speed. You want this to be decent speed so you can be accurate with it and get in and out of boxes for armor swaps. My previous movement and aiming was at 5.4, so my advanced look controls are set to that 5.4 setting, so they're similar to that, but I feel like with my advanced look controls, I do get a little bit more sticky aim assist, and my aim is a little bit easier to control recoil. So if you utilize a 5.4 look sends, then my advanced look controls are going to be perfect for you. If you use something lower, maybe a 4.4 or a 4.3, then you will probably want to turn down each setting that I have here, like the yaw speed, pitch speed, and the ADS yaw speed and pitch speed. I would turn these down probably 50 a piece, maybe up to 100, and just kind of test things out in the firing range. You're going to want to test a lot in the fire range just to get that perfect aim. Now I have my dead zone set at 10%, outer threshold 2%, response curve is 6, which resembles a steady aim. Now 8 is going to be your normal classic, 6 is steady, and then lower on towards 0 or 1 is more of a linear aim. My per optic settings are all at 1, yaw speed 300, then 220, 30, 30, 0, 0, and then we got 140, 115. This is something I changed. I changed my ADS pitch speed to aim a little bit faster higher up since there's a lot more horizons and movement abilities above your head. Turning extra yaw 80, 0, 0, 0, and then of course you're going to keep your target compensation on and your melee target compensation on as well. So moving on into the gameplay tab, we have default for interact prompt style. That is just going to show you what the exact item is, gives you a little box. I just prefer to have it that way so that I can kind of see what the attachment is and whether I have that attachment or not. But if you don't want to see that extra information, you can use compact. Button hints are off. Crosshair damage feedback you want to have off so that you don't get the X when you do damage, so that you can see a little bit better while you're shooting at a target. If you do have this on, you're going to get this X on the target while you're shooting at them. So you can see that X pop up. It's just a little change that I have made myself personally. You don't have to turn this off, but I just prefer to have this off. Damage numbers are best at stacking, so you don't have to do any math. Ping, default, obituaries on, minimap off, Weapon auto cycle on empty, you want to have this off so you can just do it yourself when you run out of ammo. And then auto sprint I have on myself personally. I like it better. It allows for more fluid movement. For me, it doesn't break your left thumbstick while you're utilizing it as well. And then you are going to be able to spin your heirloom when you have that auto sprint on. Moving on, we have double tap sprint. Of course, we're going to have that off. Jetpack for Valkyrie, we're going to have that on hold. That just allows us to control her jetpack much better. Incoming damage feedback 3D, so you know where you're getting shot. Then we have this off, hop up, pop up on, streamer mode off, and these things aren't very important. Our reticles is green, as you can see here. It's just a color that I like. Nothing really game changing. And then colorblind mode, I get asked this a lot. I use Tritanopia. I just like the way the colors look. It doesn't make the game any better or make you any better at the game, but I just personally like Tritanopia. It's pretty cool. Try it out. Our video settings here, we got full screen, 16:9 native, 19 by 20, 1080 because I play on 1080p, brightness 60, field of view, I have it at 100. I like it here at 100. If you do change your field of view, your sensitivities will change for your aiming, so just make note of that. FOV ability scaling, that's like if you're Bloodhound or you're Octane and you utilize their abilities, it does change your FOV, which will in turn change your sensitivity. So you definitely want to have this disabled. Sprint shake normal, you can have this on minimal, that would be fine as well. And then all these are just dependent on your graphics card or your PC build. I'll just quickly go through these so you guys can kind of see what I'm running just to keep at 144 FPS at all times while I'm playing Apex Legends. If you're on controller and you're having FPS issues and you feel like your game just, can't keep up, I recommend that you will put in a setting to keep your game at 144 max. You don't want to go higher than 144 because then you might have issues with your controller trying to register above that 144 threshold. Audio's nothing really crazy. We got this all here for you guys. Keyboard I don't really use, but guys, that is the Apex Legends Season 14 settings guide, or settings, that I use in game and I'm going to be using in Season 14. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you like these settings, try them out for yourself. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to have tons of content, Vantage guides, all kinds of stuff. Thank you for watching. I'm Grizzy and I'm out. Peace.